Morning, Miss T.
Hey.
Alright, here you go. Lisa, know a cow. You can rent cloth diapers or buy them. Comment?
Okay.
Sure.
Are we talking for the two-legged babies?
No,
or?
we're talking for the human babies. Puppy care from birth to wean. I mean, you know, I don't like that idea because it's so much easier to throw the things away and not have any, you know, cross-contamination on dogs and all that kind of stuff. But I mean, of course, you know, you absolutely could do that. That's the way I guess people used to do everything if you go back 30 years. Gus, how do you deal with aspiration? So if you've got a puppy that's aspirated, then you need to, if it starts to get a clear discharge or green mucusy running out of its nose, absolutely get it on Clavamox ASAP. We don't supervise at all, but we don't separate mums and babies. I've talked about this many times. I think it's much better that mums and babies be together and they can feed when they're ready, as opposed to mum building up milk and everybody piles on her at one time.
Babies, look at the little babies. Little baby longhorns.
Oh yeah. Yeah, cute.
See them? They're all...
Oh yeah.
Tis the season.
This
All
is
babies
springtime,
are being
isn't it?
born. I'm waiting for a baby buffalo out of this group.
This is a Lisa again. What about black dogs or sable? I'm not sure what you're asking here. Black dogs tend to be brindle. You know my feelings about brindle. Double A dogs that aren't brindle, that's a completely different story. They're absolutely fine. And sable's ATAY, and that's fine too without brindle.
Double A's can also carry brindle.
Yes, that's right. Alexander Gonzalez, if you miss your vaginal numbers and your female goes from 5 to 20, would you do a TCI? Yes, you're absolutely fine with a TCI. You're probably okay with a vaginal actually. A TCI typically you want to do around a 25 to a 30, and a vaginal of 15 to 20, and they're typically 1 day apart, so you're fine. Someone's saying to Chanel, you are and always be a good mother. Yeah, but we're waiting for her to have some grandbabies for us. Then we'll see. She's great with the dogs.
I think it'll be another year or so.
Her husband's just really sweet around children.
Oh.
Chanel is too. I'm sure that she'll be a great mum, and we're excited for that day to come soon.
Not soon.
Yeah, soon.
Well, we wish, but I don't think it's going to happen soon.
It's not under our control, is it?
I think they're still.
Yeah, they get
enjoying each other right now.
Yeah, absolutely. You bet. That's absolutely no pressure. Except that her egg tick start time ticking away. How long is your egg time before?
I don't know.
35?
40.
40? Well, she's got another 11 years then.
Yeah, she's got plenty of time.
Hi, Amy Schofield. Hi, James and gorgeous Tammy. Well, I'm not gorgeous. It's not very nice.
Who was that?
This is Amy Schofield.
Okay. Thank you, Amy.
What factors you go into to decide to retire them? I have a 5-year-old female and has had 3 litters, all C-sections and super healthy. Well, that's the operative word, super healthy. Super healthy, go for it. Look, if you have a previous litter where mum didn't bounce back, the outcome wasn't good, she didn't look so good when they opened her up, that's the time to have a rest or a stop. But a dog that bounces back and enjoyed a baby and had a good litter, breed it again. There's no set date, no set age, but it's somewhere between 4 and typically 6. Jesse Grows, does the crate heating system cause flat chest? No. What causes flat chests are puppies that are on a slick surface that aren't getting up, especially small litters with a big puppy with lots of milk. Those puppies tend to get lazy and they tend to be little swimmers. Those are the ones, it doesn't matter what you got them on, you need to get them, what we do is tape up their back legs when they're about 2 weeks old and get them up on their feet. But that's not a product of the heating system, that's a product of circumstances. Well, we've got another one here about had a successful litter in November. This is Rosales. Seems to be good health. I was wondering if I should skip this heat. No, go ahead and breed again. VLR213, do I need to get an LLC? What do you do when the money starts coming in? I enjoy the money. And I try to keep it away from Tammy because she spends it all on clothes and diamonds. Right, Tammy?
Yeah, I do.
But you don't need an LLC, but an LLC gives you a level of protection that you don't have without it. Full Frenchie says, would you rather have, and it shows me 2 different DNAs, and the answer is one of them is little co with a lot of other stuff, and the other one is big co, little co. Get the one with more DNA, everything else being equal. I mean, I don't know what the price is, I don't know what the structure is, but always more DNA. Is a 3-year-old too old for a girl to have her first litter? No. Breed on the next cycle.
We answered that yesterday, too.
Yeah, I think you're right. So I've got to go through these here. Tammy, talk to everybody.
About my 2 babies I've got left.
Yeah.
Fluffy carriers, little Year Hero fluffy carriers. One's a cream-covered Year Hero, so that means she carries 2 copies of cream, she carries AT, and she carries cocoa. So she can make champagnes, she can make full fluffies, fluffy carriers, and again, champagne, and chocolate and tan. And then we have, and that was Esme I'm talking about. She's gorgeous. And then the little boy is just awesome, awesome, awesome. He is a deep red Year Hero, and he's got the testable chocolate, which they call Rojo, which I'm thinking that's why he's such a deep red. And he is a Year Hero, testable chocolate, cocoa, blue, cream,
and tap points.
And he can make you new shades, Isabellas, platinums, chocolates, lilacs, blues, and that is little Romeo.
Okay.
So call me at 580-799-1910.
Jessica Pierce Kelly, what would I do about my pregnant Frenchie that has had diarrhea and a ton of extra gas the last 2 days? She's been on oxymama and folic acid, hasn't been eating anything different. I'm starting to feed her. Well, you want to know whether you can. Let's see what he was for here.
Give her some probiotics too.
Is it too early to worm her in a pregnancy? Yeah, so I think what Tammy says, give us some probiotics. That's safe. You can always use Gas X if the gas is getting too obnoxious for you.
Probiotics and pumpkin is what I've heard people use.
If you want to worm, we worm with Safeguard or fendobendazole, Panicure. It's all the same thing.
With the pregnant dog?
Yeah, you could do that. I mean, she's she's in her 6th week. So she's got 2 more weeks to go. Yeah, I mean, you could worm them, absolutely. I mean, typically, 10 days to a week ahead of time, you're 14 days, so you absolutely can worm them. So if you're worried about...
I'd try the probiotics
yeah,
first.
right.
In a couple of days, if that's not good, then, or the day before, do the other
So somebody says here, this is on, I think, one of Giabella's dogs. Anyway, someone says red eye glow because she carries lilac, not because she's a merle. Well, I'm not sure what exactly the context is here, but the problem with merles is the red eye glow is meaningless because merles have red eye glow almost always. So it doesn't tell you whether or not that dog is a little CO, little B dog. That's the problem. So I'm not sure if I got that point across properly, if that's what you were asking about. What season do you breed your Frenchies from?
What?
What season do you breed your Frenchies from?
Whenever they come and eat.
Spring through spring. I mean, I think what you're asking probably is, do we breed on the first season? I think that's probably what you're asking. The answer to that is only if they're over a year old and are acting pretty sensible, then you can breed on the first season. Most dogs are bred on the second season, but in my opinion, it needs to be a year old or older. So I think that's what you're asking for. Duran Love, my Frenchie doesn't bleed out so much during heat, but after her natural lock, she bleeds heavily after they unlock. Is that normal? Yeah, I mean, nah, not really normal, but nothing you can do about it. I mean, the only thing that goes through my mind here is that you could have a dog whose numbers are timing slower than you thought, and you thought she was ready to be bred, and in fact she wasn't. And the only way to find that out is to do another progesterone test to make sure her numbers are where they need to be. Susan Brocksmith, your ink, did you say a 5/16 drill bit for the O2 hole? Yes, exactly, that's it. Keith Anderson, I have a female Frenchie puppy. I would love to send a couple of pictures to you. Yep, go ahead and do it. We'll comment.
Well, if they're going to ask about the DNA, they better go get animal genetics. Get that done.
Yep.
Because we can't tell by looking at a picture.
Not well, no, not well.
No.
I think we're about done with these. I think we're up to date. May have skipped a few, but there we go. Thanks for watching, everybody. Bye-bye. Thanks for watching the video. I really appreciate people who subscribe to me. It helps me, encourage me to do more of these videos. But do remember, disclaimer here, I am not a vet. I'm not a licensed medical professional. I'm purely a person who's been breeding dogs for the last couple of decades. Any information that you got from this video, use at your own risk. There's nothing implied here, and certainly this should not be used as a substitute for advice from your veterinarian or your medical professional. I hope you enjoyed the video. Come back for more of them. Bye.